What do the companies of Clorox, Johnson & Johnson, Tide, and Vaseline all have in common? According to Last Chance for Animals, these companies and hundreds of others take part in animal testing. Did you know that animals that are left unclaimed at certain animal shelters are sent to laboratories to be tortured? Millions of animals are tested on each year. Of those animals, ASPCA informs us that dogs, cats, sheep, hamsters, and guinea pigs are the only animals that scientists are required to report. With that being said, think of all the animals that aren't reported that are suffering today. LCA mentions that one animal dies in a laboratory in the USA every second, in Japan every 2 seconds, and in the UK every 12 seconds. One of the most shocking facts brought to us by PETA is no animal experiment is illegal. Now imagine you have a dog, your best friend, and the dog becomes lost and impounded. You cannot locate your dearly beloved friend. And after about 7 days, your dog is sent to a mad scientist who wants to cut, burn, and shock and crush your four-legged friend. Would you want to endure all that pain? No. I'm sure none of us would volunteer or give our pets willingly. So what are the alternatives to animal testing? LCA further tells us that computer models can take place of the torture and the animal specimens. With the technological advancements that we have today, it makes simulations and results easier to read and without harming innocent lives. Other alternatives can be cell and tissue cultures, clinical studies, or even a supervised operation if an experiment needs to be done on an animal. However, experimenting on animals is not a dire need. There have been many discoveries in science that excludes using animals such as X-rays, insulin, and penicillin. So several other discoveries can be made without using animals. PETA enlightens us in sharing the fact that over 100 million animals are burned, poisoned, crippled, and in other ways abused in laboratories each year. Pound seizures are still in effect today, which means by law, animals that are unclaimed or adopted will be sent to experimentation labs on demand. Instead of a quick and painless death, these animals are turned over to endure tremendous pain and long and agonizing death. So who supports it all? According to LCA, the United States spends about $18 billion on animal experimentation alone, which means our tax money is being used to fund these horrible experiments. One experiment that was funded by our taxpayers was the study of the result of head trauma. They used rabbits which were strapped into machines and received high impact blows to the head, and it was recorded. So what are we doing to the nature that surrounds us? Instead of using humane alternatives, companies still continue to torture helpless animals. As the caring human beings that we are, we must put an end to animal testing. The first step is to stop buying products that rely on experimentation. So please visit icanimals.org to view a list of companies that do not test on animals. This must end, so please inform others about what is being done to animals for their sake today.